I'm here with a brand new style from Raquel Welch. This is straight to camera in one of my favorites, iced cafe latte, SS iced cafe latte. We have got ourselves a little bit of an angled bob with a super long bang. Let's learn about her. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here with Raquel to bring you this review of Straight to Camera and give you the lowdown on all the details about this style and this color. Raquel carries all of the major name brands. They've got both an online store in the US, in Canada, and in the UK, and they also have some in-person wig shops in Canada and the US. They're expanding, so we will be seeing some more in-person shops over the course of the next few years, I'm sure. They also do live sales every Tuesday, and they've got great deals. So definitely check them out the next time you're in the market. I will put a link to this wig as well as a coupon code in the description box below. Let's take a look at her all around. Well, this is a bit of a unique style. I haven't really seen too many wigs that look like this. So we have got a very, very rounded bob. There is some fullness here. And then we've got this bang that doesn't know what it wants to be. It looks as though I took a round brush and a hairdryer and I sort of round brushed that bang because it's got a bit of a curve to it. Do you see that? It's very prominent, and this bang is very long. So I have a 2.5 inch measurement from where I want a bang to lay, and this is definitely longer than that. So for me to be able to wear this with a full bang, which I think would be really darling, I would need to trim this up. And I have a video showing how you can do that with a thinning razor. You would just get the bang in place and then just trim it up little bit by bit until you get it where you want it to be. Now, this does have a gorgeous lace front, so you do not have to wear it like that, but I do think you're gonna need to play with it. And to me, this is gonna need some heat in the front to really get it to lay where you want it to lay. So it kind of doesn't know what it wants to be. There's that lace. And so you do have some flexibility with how you wear this one. Now, this is that feather light cap of theirs that is so popular now. Has the silicone on the ear tabs and the silicone on the nape, both of which can be removed. We do have a full monofilament where you can part it anywhere you want, and it is extended lace to the ear tabs. And then all of this is hand tied. So this is what I like to call a mostly hand tied cap with just a little bit of closed wefting toward the bottom. Really love these caps. They're super, super lightweight and feel like virtually nothing. They're so comfortable. And it's a great middle ground between the kind of the traditional, you know, wefted monotop caps and a fully hand-tied cap. So you can see the bang just kind of doesn't know what it wants to do on this piece, but I mean, that may not be true of the piece that you get. So the thing is, the front here and all of the top is hand tied, so you will see a little bit of variation from piece to piece. I watched a couple of reviews just to see what other people's pieces are doing, and they're not quite as fluffy, high up in the air as my piece is. So I just think that's a variation that you might see. To fix that, you just take a little heat to it. This is a wig made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers, and you can just take a hairdryer actually and just kind of blow it down some, and that will flatten that out a little bit and get rid of some of that volume if you don't like it. Obviously, you might like it and then you won't want to do that. And then if you blew the hair, and you could blow some of these side pieces back so that they feather back a little bit, and you could trim off just a little so it's wispy in the front. Look at how wispy that is right now. So I think you can get a fuller bang, a wispier bang, no bang, just by how you want to make it your own. There is that make it your own that I always say, and using heat on it. Now, this piece is listed as being a low density piece. Here's where I struggle with density claims. First of all, there is no standard. So what one person says is low density may not be another person's low density. Second of all, this one looks like it has a lot more hair. I mean, I think you can see that. It's very rounded. And if I do this, I mean, it looks really full and it looks like a lot of hair. I think it would especially look like a lot of hair on someone who is way more petite than I am. And I think part of that is because of the length, because it is a longer bob and it's just got this graduated bob cut that makes it look a lot fuller than it is. There is no Permatease on this one, so you're not getting any fullness or poof from Permatease, but it does feel like a lot of hair. Probably because there's no face framing layers aside from this bang, which gives you a fullness here. So I do want you to keep that in mind. Also, mine is parted in the center right now. You do not have to wear this with the center part. You have a full mono top on this one, and so you can part it anywhere you want within that monofilament on the top. And so I think if you wanted to play with this one, I'm going to pull it off my head if I'm not careful. And you just wanted to kind of work your way over to more of a side part. And then you could work on how you want those bangs to lay as well. So you can do that and then maybe give it more fullness to one side. You could take a hairdryer or a hot comb and blow that down and it won't stand up like it is right now because obviously I'm trying to manipulate the part without any heat. I do have a video showing how to change the part on a heat-friendly wig, and I love to use a hot comb to do that. Just kind of showing you that you can tuck this one and you can tame it and smooth it out some. So sometimes you don't know if you're going to like a wig or not, and so I try to give you guys some ideas for how you can work with a wig, because let's face it, we don't want to have to return every wig we buy, and sometimes just playing with a wig and working with it, that's all you really need to do to begin to love it. Let's talk about fit. These caps, these Luxe Light caps, are really big on me. I get a lot of extra cap up here, as you can see. I do have to cinch them in a fair amount, and they still feel pretty loose on me. I'm actually really loving the way that's doing that right now. I just want to have fun and play. I can wear them with a wig grip, but they are quite large on me, so I would say these are running very true to average, maybe even slightly larger than average. Not average large, but really true to average. They are quite large on me. All of my measurements are in the description box below so that you can compare them to yours. You can be a fair amount bigger than I am everywhere and still fit into these. Overall, I am pleased because we don't have a lot of styles like this. Bobs with bangs that are longer, that are fuller, that have this rounded look to them. It's not a common style, even though there's a lot of bobs on the market. I do think this one is filling a hole, so I think a lot of people are really going to love it. So I'm happy that we've got this style now, and for you, if you've been looking for something like this, you might be happy too. Let's talk about color. SS Iced Cafe Latte RL9/24SS. I do love these Featherlight fibers, by the way, you guys. They are the best. They are so lightweight, and they feel so much like human hair. I think they are really quickly becoming some of my favorite heat-friendly fibers. I think they're fabulous. Anyway, I digress. SS Iced Cafe Latte, one of my favorite bronze. A blonde is a blend of blonde and brown, or brunette, and this is such a beautiful one. So we've got more of a medium dark brown base, and then we've got it kind of shaded with some golden brown. It's a neutral to warm color, and what I love is that the brown that they use for the base is very neutral. So there's no red, there's no auburn. And so for those of you who've struggled with some of the highlighted brunettes on the market being too warm for you, too much auburn, too much red, this could be a great color for you because it doesn't have any of that. Yes, it's got some golden brown, but it really doesn't warm it up a whole lot. I do think the contrast is gorgeous. I do think that it keeps it from looking gray in any lighting at all. It is also rooted. That's the SS part of it. But they do what's called a shadow root or a shadow shades root. And it's very minimal. Very minimal. So it's a beautiful kind of a golden medium brown with some light brown. Neutral to somewhat warm, but not red, not auburn at all. Perfect for the brunette looking to maybe head toward blonde, but you're not ready for blonde yet. This is a great color for that. And it was one of my transitional colors to blonde back when I was desperately wanting to branch out, but was struggling to get away from straight brunettes. Let's take a look at this one outside. Let me know if you have questions about it. And definitely keep Raquel in mind next time you're in the market. See you soon. All right, I just pulled straight to camera out of the box, so I could show you guys this color outside while it's still light out. I have not figured any of this out yet, so keep that in mind as you're looking at it right now. It's really challenging sometimes when you get them out of the box because they don't always look the best. So whenever that happens, I want to make sure you're aware. Obviously, you've seen her in my review up to this point, but if you're wondering. And you're going to see a little bit of snow too. I love this color so much. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.